All right, welcome back to financemanagertraining.com. My name is Ryan. I am one of the F&I trainers here at Finance Manager Training. And it's been a few weeks since we published a YouTube video, so I figured now would be a good time to do a little housekeeping, things that I've been thinking about over the last few weeks, and maybe some things that can help you as well when you're in the F&I office in your dealership. First thing I want to talk about is I went to a Pennsylvania dealership a few weeks ago, and I'm sitting with the F&I manager and we're talking and we're going over a delivery, and he's presenting products and he's gauging my interest really well, seeing that I'm very interested in the gap insurance, and that's something that I would like to definitely go with, but I'm a little apprehensive at the same time. Is the price right? Can I get the price cheaper elsewhere? Just kind of doing that sort of thing. And he does one of these. He says, you want to know what? Hold on a second. I'm going to run to my sales office and I'm going to see if we have any coupons left for this gap insurance, as I see you're interested in it. And I watch him get off his desk. I watch him leave the office. I watch him go scurry for some coupons. He comes back without a coupon, like a physical paper, but he said, oh, great news. I found a coupon. I'm going to lower this gap insurance by $100. You'll be able to go home with the insurance that you like. Let's stop and talk about that for a minute. When you're in the F&I office, you are a professional finance manager. You're a professional business manager. You're someone who is there to provide information and help the customer make a wise purchasing decision. When you do things like scurry away to go find coupons that don't exist the majority of the time, it diminishes your value as the F&I manager to the customer. And that is one reason why we would never recommend you offering coupons. What can you do instead to reduce the price of a product to help a customer afford something while also keeping things good on your end, keeping your value to the customer? Well, the best way to do that is to offer something slightly modified instead. It doesn't work with every product, but for example, on a vehicle service contract, if they're very interested in a 7-year, 100,000-mile vehicle service contract, instead of offering them a coupon that will lower it $100, you could say, I'm sorry, Mr. Customer, I can't do anything about the price on this. It's already a fantastic value. What I can do instead is we could lower this to a 7-year, 90,000-mile or a 6-year, 100,000-mile. Something that takes a little bit away, but it's offset by a reduced price. The customer walks away with that protection, but you also stay with your dignity and also the value of you and your office as a finance manager. That was the number one thing on my housekeeping checklist I really wanted to go over with our students. Number two, I went to a Texas dealership, and they do something in the finance office that I like to refer to as relative pricing. And it's something we've taught for a while, but when you see it again in a live situation, you realize just how valuable it is. So what is relative pricing? Whatever area you're in, I'm assuming you have something special to your area. Whether that's a favorite restaurant or a favorite amusement park or great museums, whatever it is, XYZ. Something that everyone in that area has gone to at least once a year. And you talk about how the price of that attraction, the price of that food, the price of that museum, whatever it may be, relates to the F&I product you have. For example, in our situation, we have a local amusement park that a lot of people go to. In fact, I would say the majority of our customers in our town have been to this amusement park at least once in the last couple of years. And I think the ticket to get in is about $30 or $35. And then when you add together, any concession stands you're going to buy, any games you're going to play, the kids you bring with you, your spouse, you're really not getting out of that amusement park for under $100. So in our case, if we wanted to, we could talk to our customer like this. Mr. Customer, I completely understand what you're saying. The $30 additional per month the vehicle service contract costs is a lot of money. When I was making my decision about whether to purchase a vehicle service contract or not, I tried to think about it in a relative manner. How does that $30 that I'm spending on the vehicle service contract compare to the other things in my life that I spend money on? And I was thinking about it, we go to the amusement park once or twice a summer, and I got to be honest, we don't leave there for less than $100 between me, my kids, my wife, concession stands, etc. And they usually nod their head, yeah, that's true, we understand, we've been there. So when I think about it, I'm spending $250 a summer there to go to that amusement park, and then I never go ever again. I don't get any more enjoyment more than 2 days worth of fun. So when I think about the service contract, where I'm spending $30 a month, so $360 a year, for $100 or so more dollars for an entire year, I am protected against my vehicle having any issues. If the engine, transmission, or drivetrain breaks down, if the windows stop going up and down, if the radio stops working, I know I am protected and I can get those things taken care of. In addition to that, I know that if my wife is driving down the street and the car breaks down, we have, with our vehicle service contract, a service that will come pick her up, tow her car away, bring it to the shop, get it taken care of, etc. So when I think about that amount of money relative to how much I spent at the amusement park for just 2 days of fun that are fleeting, it starts to make more sense for me to purchase that vehicle service contract. Does it make more sense for you? Now again, your area might be different. It may be a favorite pizza shop that people go to once a week and spend $30. It may be an amusement park like us. It may be a museum. It may be whatever. But when you think about it, you can compare a relative amount for your products to anything in your area that draws attention, has a lot of people, and costs money. Number 3, we've had a lot of emails about this. People calling our office, emailing us, etc. Yes, we are missing the 3 videos by Joe Sabatini of the channel The Sale Remains the Same. If you go to his channel, all of his videos are down as well. Fantastic videos. We really appreciated his advice and expertise. And we actually give a copy of his book to all of our F&I graduates when they finish our program. He contacted us early last month in June and asked us to please take those videos down off of our channel, because he is also going to be taking the videos off of his channel at no fault of his own. His employer asked him to please do so, so we obviously respected his decision and took those down. We received a lot of emails, a lot of live chats about it, a lot of calls to our office. Those videos are going to stay down. I apologize about that, but we will have other videos that go over the same topics, and we hope that they suffice for what you are looking for. So again, these are 3 housekeeping topics that we wanted to go over. Say no to coupons, say yes to relative pricing, and Joe is still out there. Joe is doing really well, but he's just not doing videos at the very moment, and we wish him the very best. All right, guys, that's it for now. Visit financemanagertraining.com for any more information, and we'll talk to you guys later.